Good afternoon, my name is Luisa Gonzalez, and today I am with one of my sisters. She is Melissa Gonzalez. She's 21 years old and she is studying to become a chef. Today I am going to explain you comparatives and superlatives. So the first activity is to match these adjectives with the correct picture.
Okay. What is the meaning of annoying?
Annoying is something irritating or someone or something that you dislike to do.
Okay. And the meaning of wise?
Wise is a synonym of intelligent.
Handsome is beautiful for the man?
For men, you use handsome for boys.
Happy. And the last one is ready.
Okay, so here are her answers. And now I am going to ask you some questions about your personal life. So, who is the tallest person of your family?
I think my father.
Okay, who is your best friend?
Her name is Denise. I met her at school.
Okay, and who is your youngest friend?
Her name is Valeria.
Okay, so taking into account that, now I am going to explain you comparatives and superlatives. So as the name says, you use comparatives for comparisons. So we have some rules that we have to follow in order to do these comparisons in a correct way. So, for example, the first one is with adjectives that have one syllable. For example, small. When you have one syllable adjectives, you are going to add an er to the adjective. So it is going to be smaller. Okay? Then we have two syllable adjectives ending in y. For example, happy. So in this case, you are going to put an I instead of the y. Okay? So it is going to be happier. Okay?
Okay.
And the last one is for adjectives that have two or more syllables. So in this case, the adjectives are going to change, and you are going to use more.
More intelligent.
Yeah. So finally, you have to take into account that you always have to use than when you are going to use comparisons. So for example, the noun or the subject, the verb, the adjective,
Done. And complement.
and the complement. Okay? Have you got any question about comparatives?
No.
So now can you please help me doing three examples of comparatives?
Okay. For one syllable, Camila is taller than Sara.
Perfect.
And with two syllable, Maria is prettier than Juliana.
Perfect. And last one.
And last, Ricardo is more intelligent than Fabio.
Perfect. So now I am going to explain you superlatives. So as comparatives, we also have here three rules. So the first one with adjectives that have one syllable, you are going to add est. So it's going to be smallest. Okay. Then with adjectives with two syllables ending in y, you are going to change, as we saw in comparatives, you are going to change that y to an I, and it is going to be happiest. And finally, with two or more syllables, adjectives, you are going to add most. Okay?
Most intelligent.
And here you have to take into account that you are going to use always the. In superlatives, the before the adjective. So for example, a noun or subject, the verb, present, past, anyone, then the, always the, adjective, and complement. Okay? Have you got any question?
No.
Can you please help me with 3 examples of superlatives?
With one syllable, Maria is smallest. Is the smallest for the classroom.
Of the classroom. Perfect.
And two syllables. I can use a place.
A place, yeah.
This how would you say sala?
Living room.
This living room is the dirtiest for the house.
Of the house.
Of the house. And last, Maria is the most beautiful of the classroom.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so after that, I want you to please make some sentence of comparatives using just this picture. So you have to compare one of these pictures with other one of these pictures, okay?
Okay.
So, for example, he is older than she, okay?
The prince is only comparative.
Yeah, just comparative.
The prince is taller than this boy.
Perfect.
These children are happier
Yeah.
than this boy. And this girl is more intelligent than this girl.
Perfect. So now I want you to please help me making some sentences with these adjectives, but you are going to do superlative sentences, okay?
For the two rules.
If you want.
Okay. Okay. Camilo is happiest.
Is the
happiest for his house.
Okay, perfect.
Today is the most cold.
No. Cold, you use coldest.
Coldest?
Because
Okay.
it just has one syllable.
Okay. Beautiful. Luisa is most beautiful.
Don't
Is
forget
the most beautiful of the house.
Perfect. Okay. So now I want you to please write a short paragraph of about 4 lines, comparing and doing comparison. Sorry, and all of course using superlatives. So can you please?
With using 6 rules and comparative and superlative.
If you want, but I think it is going to be easier if you just write a paragraph. Of course, taking into account this, and of course it has to have sense. But it only have to have 4 lines. Okay. Okay, so pay attention a minute, please. We have like a special case in adjectives, and there are the irregular adjectives. So there are adjectives that change in comparative and in superlative forms. So, for example, if you want to say that someone is good than other person, you are going to say better.
Change completely.
That's why good is an irregular adjective, because it changed completely. Okay. And if you want to use this adjective in a superlative way, you are going to use the best. Okay. And it's the same case with the bad. For comparisons, you are going to use worse. And for superlatives, you are going to use the worst.
Okay.
Okay. So finally, I want you to write a short tale using comparatives and superlatives, and of course taking into account all that I explained to you. Okay. So I think if you have any questions, you can ask me, or vocabulary questions.
Exists only These only regular adjectives?
No, there are another one that is far. Do you know the meaning of far in Spanish?
No.
Lejos. Lejos. So you can change this adjective in two ways. So the first one is further, and the sorry.
Superlative.
No, yeah.
The
And you can also use farther.
farther and further is the same.
Yeah.
For?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. I think that there are more, but I just can't remember these three now.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have any question,
No more.
no. Okay. So I hope you understand me, and I think that this is all. Thank you.